Today we're going to look at ISIS and their affiliation with the oil industry. Let's have a look at the layout. We have a power-hungry dictatorship, lands filled with oil ruled by them, a porous Turkish border, a weak Turkish resistance, and weak-minded acquaintances. ISIS does their part to hire locals to get oil out of the ground in northern Iraq and Syria. They hire engineers and use these locals with them to pull up crude oil from the ground that is scattered across the lands of northern Iraq and Syria. However, many know that crude oil is of little to no use. It needs to be refined. This is where Turkey comes into play. As you can see on this map of Turkey and the Middle East, the border of Turkey is massive, circled in black. It resembles a border similar to one many are familiar of, the United States and Mexico border. Both borders struggle with its border control. It is near impossible to stop so many things coming through a line that is just so massive. The United States deals with the problem of illegal immigration coming through the massive, porous border. Turkey, on the other hand, deals with the situation of ISIS moving oil tanker trucks through the massive border and selling the oil on the black market. As caught on camera by a Russian defense plane, you can see that many trucks are lined up, getting ready to go towards Turkey to get the oil refined that is in the back of the trucks. This oil is about to be sold illegally, turning into a profit for the Islamic State. After knowing how ISIS gets their money, people question how much are they actually getting. Through much research, there has been yearly estimates that ISIS makes up to $500 million a year through their sales of oil. That's a close estimation to saying that they make $1.5 million a day. ISIS is tactically taking money straight from the ground. The main idea of their strategy is to pull oil out of the ground as cheap as possible. Then, they carry it through the border and sell cheap for cash to whoever wants it. Corrupted, weak-minded middlemen buy the oil for massive discounts and flip the oil for a profit. This is how ISIS gets their money, through these middlemen buying the oil straight from ISIS for massive discounts with cash. The big question now is, how do we stop them? How do we stop them from pulling money straight out of the ground? The stand to stop them has already started. Oil refineries recently have been bombed, slowing down a lot of their production. Tankers day by day are being shot down before they make it over the border into Turkey. Turkey and the United States today are working on a bond to take down ISIS for the better of man. The ways to stop them would have to be a wall on the border, just as Donald Trump proposes for the United States stopping illegal immigration. As you can see on this map, the fight against ISIS grows, as countries like the United States, Canada, Australia, and Russia all join to fight against ISIS. In conclusion, ISIS is the terror group to stop, and to stop that, their funding must be stopped. The problem can be solved. The border needs to be shut, and countries need to link up to shut this down, just like the North Korea and South Korea border is shut down. If all of the countries unite to make this a massive issue, the issue will no longer exist.